My whole clique in all black, we all tucks. Tell my ex bitch give me space. Elon Musk, ayy, streams got my Q4 looking nice. My VR clutch, acting like you seen this right here. You big all sus, yeah. I just doubled up on crypto. I just doubled down on the new vest. Now my chair looking like 2 checks. Type of money made me want a 2-step. Who next? This week I be on the moon next. Stock going up like 2x. That's a fast flip like suplex. 2 really stepping like a duplex. You bet never lose change, but I do flex on it. All black with you, my coupe on Onyx. And I get brain like I'm hooked on phonics. Can't get a meaning cause I'm booked till August. And I look like a jet, never switch up. It's evident I gotta pick.
What's up guys, thanks for checking out today's episode of Eurofed In Depth. We've got a completely different car that's not German for you today, and it is a Tesla Model 3 Performance owned by our good friend Matt. So Matt is the creative guru for German Automotive Syndicate. That is one of the bigger German car clubs here in Atlanta, and he's brought his car out today to kind of have some conversation about it and just break the stigma of modifying a lot of these cars now.
All right, so this is a 2021 Model 3 Performance. I ordered it on 9/29, took delivery on 10/29, and immediately got to building on it. Really trying to push the limits on it, but it's yeah, this is replacing my previous Model 3.
You had a white one before that was unfortunately
yeah, I got total
beyond repair. So,
yeah, it's about $48,000 worth of damage from an accident back on Labor Day weekend. So
how'd the car hold up in the accident?
Actually, it did fantastic. That was, you know, you kind of one of those things where you hear about the safety side of it, and you know, everything from structurally how it handled to even how it diverted away from the accident and then auto braked. I could have hit a wall and it actually stopped before the wall. So
yeah, well, glad you made it out safely. That's the most important part. But now you're back and better than ever.
Yeah.
So right away, what wrap is on this vehicle? Because I know it's originally black underneath.
I kept sort of debating on what direction I wanted. I chose black because it's actually, you know, obviously it's an easy color to wrap in general, and really landed back onto the satin, Avery satin black, and so you got Avery satin black over the base of it, and then really went into detail. Really tried to go to customize it from there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I like the customizations. It's all done very tastefully, which, you know, everyone says less is more, but if you do more and it's tasteful, it definitely helps you stand out. So I like how you have the stickers underneath to kind of give it that embossing when you wrap over it, and then you got like the racing stripes, and I know you've got some little stuff on the side too as well. So this front lip here, the car sits pretty low. What lip is this?
So this is Extreme Store. They offer a lot of body kit parts for anything from Corvettes to Camaros, you name it. Anything mostly domestic. I had a buddy of mine up in Michigan that rocked this kit and swore by it, and so I figured I'd try it out.
How's the like scene for the aftermarket parts for these cars?
It's incredibly limited, and you have to sort of tread lightly. I had a previous kit on that I ended up having to do a lot of modifications on, like the side skirts. I ended up having to Dremel a lot of stuff to clear even like the jack pads.
Does that bring you back to like the early car scene where like nothing fit? And,
exactly. You're working with it, and that was the thing. That's sort of what got me going on this was I was able to still engage on it. Like it is. It's like, all right, it's a new car. You know, Tesla, high tech, and here I am sitting dremeling parts and
see, like you always hear about that in the the car community. It's like usually when you get to the top dollar stuff, it actually bolts on, for the most part. And you know, now we've just been so taken for granted that the fact that everything bolts on, that you forget that a lot of these body kits, you know, just like custom pieces require a lot of modification for it to look like it bolts on. But you know, it suits the car very well. It gives it a nice aggressive look to it, and I know this is sitting a little bit lower than the stock because you do have suspension on it. What suspension are you running?
So I've got the BC Racing Coilovers.
Good choice.
Got those in. I've got my buddy Rishi, who's got a shop out in Fremont, and Zev Centric is his shop. Reached out to him. He was one of the first actually to do BC Racing Coilovers on the 3, and really reached out to him to get his insights on, you know, the setup and basically not taking it from what BC gave us. And so me and another buddy, local 3 owner, me and him did the install on this about a week ago.
How hard was it?
What's that?
How hard was the install?
Honestly, it's a lot easier than I was expecting.
Are there a lot of sensors and stuff in the way?
Nope, nope. It's when you look at a Tesla, you think about, all right, the spaceship, it's overly complicated. From a Model 3 standpoint, a lot of from a suspension standpoint, it's very straightforward. It's a comfort zone, just like any other suspension. And so once you tear into it, start unbolting things, and it's all familiar territory.
So what you're saying is, if you take it to a place like Eurofed Automotive, you're not going to get quoted that much to get it installed. It's going to be like any other car.
Well, and you guys, I actually did I wanted to do the coilovers just to get a feel for that, but you guys actually did my suspension on my last 3. Yep. I trust you guys.
We have posted that on our social media too as well. So with the suspension, it is sitting on some nice wheels. Give us your wheel and tire setup here.
So these are Forgestar CF5Vs. They're 19 by 9.5, and I've got a square setup. They're rolling on 265 35s, Continental Extreme Contact.
265 35. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What's the width of the wheel?
So the wheel is 9.5, and I've got it running an ET35. This is actually a little bit more subtle offset than I ran on my last one. I had an ET25 and ET23 on the rear, and it was a 10.5. I ran a staggered wheel setup on the last one. Definitely had some poke in the rear, but it looked great.
Does it throw off the all-wheel drive on these?
Nope.
If you run staggered?
No,
I know like Audis and like BMWs, sometimes if you go past a certain amount, the all-wheel drive systems don't like it.
It's really about the ratio, and what I did find is I went to a 285/30 versus a 275/30, and initially I had a little bit of I guess the car needed to learn that difference, but then it reset and then it was all good. Nice. Overall, never had any issues with it, especially with the 275/30s, and then 265/35s. It's right at home with these. So.
Nice. Yeah, and then great tire choice. The DWS 06s.
Yep.
Yeah. Helps put the power to the ground.
Absolutely.
And how much power does this car make, give or take?
So this one is right around.
Or kilowatts. I don't know what the right measurement is.
If I were to put it in our what we're comfortable normally talking through, it's about 450 horsepower, maybe a little bit higher. I think they've actually done a little retuning on some of the elements of the new 3s, but and from a torque standpoint, this is close to about 550 foot-pound of torque. So it's definitely got some power.
Pull on some people.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's super deceiving.
Late night Mexico runs.
Yes.
Awesome. So you got the continuation of the lip kit here on the side skirts. Nice, nice aggressive touch to it. And then in the rear, so in order to get this fit, is it just the coilovers? Or you did anything else in the rear for it to fit?
So I ended up buying the Mountain Pass Performance rear camber arms. Mountain Pass Performance they specialize in EV suspension bits, and they actually have a race car team. They're one of the few trusted, I guess, companies out there that are making parts for Teslas, and so I trusted that. That's going to give me a little bit of obviously a little bit more adjustability with the camber, whereas the stock is.
And then if you ever want to change your setup and stuff, or go lower, go stancier, whatever it is.
Well, that's what I wanted to do when I went with this suspension versus the last. I wanted to have that variability and that flexibility, and that it now has all that built in. So whatever I do moving forward, I'll have flexibility.
Yeah. How's the have you had a chance to put it to the bases yet? Have you taken it out to the mountains or anything like that?
Not this one. This one, my other one I did. I used to do mountain runs. I would do. I would be in the front lead pack with mountain runs with tuned M2s, Corvettes, and it really handles well. I'm interested to see how much better this one improves over the last.
Yeah.
But it definitely has power, but it's also a 4,000-pound car, so it's. You got
weight going with the power.
Yeah, exactly. But you're able to punch out real quick out of the corners, and that makes up for how you're dipping in. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the fact that this is like something different than what we normally see and what we even normally work on, but even being helping these German groups that we're all a part of. You actually used to be a German driver. You had an E39 and a couple of other things too as well.
Yep.
What do you really miss most about driving cars like that?
I always get asked that a lot, and I would say that obviously there's a visceral experience with, especially my last E39, I called it was kind of like an M5 Lite. I had it tuned, obviously it's got the V8 M62. It was loud, it was 6-speed, very engaging.
Which is rare.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like it was, I enjoyed that part of it. I enjoyed how engaging it was. And again, roll down the windows. I didn't care about music. It's a different, I guess I would say it's almost like a different season of life too, where I'm a little bit more chill now as I'm getting up in age, and so this sort of fits the bill from a speed and performance standpoint, but it's much more, overall it's much more mature, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, a lot of people that swap cars to, either manufacturers, models, motors that they normally wouldn't to, and I guess it's all about, trying to figure out if you can live with it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then, at the end of the day, too, most of us have 2 cars, so you can always get the balance of both. Awesome. So, German Automotive Syndicate, we always come out with, full Eurofed force with all of our cars to help support y'all. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So with gas, we've been around for a good couple of years. I joined up probably about 3 or 4 years ago, joined up with Kurt and Nate, who are the founders. Really, I mean, our vision is to create a space for people to come out, and we actually have other clubs that come out. We just want to, and also shops, right?
Yeah.
So we'll have you guys out, we'll have other shops out. We just want to provide a space, a meeting point for people to hang and have chill car hangs, and be able to just have no issues, no anything.
Yeah, and this is speaks for itself. Being a Tesla electric driver, still being a part of this community just kind of shows how we're all about bringing everyone together, which is what I love about the scene here in Atlanta. So great job with everything that you're doing there, all the logos and merches and everything, which we're actually wearing one of his designed logos too as well. But thanks for bringing out your car with us.
Absolutely.
Having a moment to chat. We always want to try doing stuff different, and this is definitely very different. You did a great job putting this car together. But other than that, do you have anything else to say before we wrap this episode up?
No, just I'll see you at the red light.
$5 to anyone that gets gapped by him. Go get gapped.
2.9.
Awesome, man. So I think that wraps it up. Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Huge thank you to everyone that stuck around to the end of the video. Be sure to check out all of our pages on social media. Eurofed on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Stay up to date on everything Eurofed. Hit that notification bell for more videos like this. If you have any cool cars and you live in the Atlanta or Charlotte area, hit us up if you want to be on the next episode of Eurofed In Depth. And guys, all of our merch is flying off the shelves. We still have a couple more sizes left. Be sure to visit eurofedautomotive.com to shop our merch or schedule a service so we can help build your dreams. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.